So, you've already got to grips with basic formula. Now you need to know some basic formatting. You will have this task to work through, but I'm just going to show you how I'm going to format this to make it more readable and to make it more attractive. Right now you can see that some of the information is being hidden, and it's really difficult to read some of this information. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the width of the column. So we can automatically do that. I'm going to take my cursor and I'm going to put it on this line between the column A and the column B so that my cursor looks like this. And I'm going to double click and it's automatically done that adjustment. And I'm just going to keep doing that for all of my columns. You could always do that for your rows if you needed to as well. But as you can see here, there is no need to do that and no changes being made. The next thing I'd really like to do is I'd like to make these headings bold. So I'm just going to highlight A1 to E1 and I'm going to click the B to make my text bold and I'm going to increase the font size. We can see that it's already started to make my text overlap, so I'm just going to double click that to make sure all of my text is readable again. And just do it on that one, there we go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some grid lines to make it easier for me to read the data so I know what's included in the table. So I've highlighted the information that I want, I've clicked on this icon here, and I've gone to all borders. So that part is done. The next thing I need to kind of look at is the data type. If I look here, these are people's mobile telephone numbers and it's missing the first number. The first number here should have been a 0. So what I'm going to do to correct that is I'm going to highlight this text and unfortunately I have to click this menu and I have to change it to text. I do have to then go back in and add the zeros again, but if I do it this time, it's allowed it in there. Now this little green triangle here is going to flag a little error message to me, and this is telling me that there's an error because it's identified that this is a number, but I'm storing it as text. I need to store it as text, otherwise a 0 won't appear there. So I'm just going to ignore that error, and I can go through and I can add in all the zeros and it will be okay. There are other things that we can do here to format our spreadsheet to make it look nicer. Another thing I could do is I could change the cell color. So I can use this paint bucket and I can change the headings of the cells. I could go in and change this one here and I could change each of the columns if I wanted to different shades if I wanted. So I'm going to go in with a light orange here. This one I'm going to change to another color and so forth. You can also change the font style. So the font style, I can go in and I can change that there. You can see a difference already. We can change the size so we can increase or decrease. We can make it bold, italic or underlined as well. So that's your basic formatting. I hope you get on with that spreadsheet really well and let's see what you can do.